Double Take Sports Talk. 5 good minutes with the Watch Brothers coming up on the show. Back to Colin Kaepernick. Even though we talked about him a few shows back, we're back on him again. We'll give you an update coming up next. Alright, this is it.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
5 good minutes with the Watch Brothers on Double Take Sports Talk. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Daryl, on the other side of me. Say hello to Daryl. Watch everybody.
Yep, I'm here. I think.
Yeah, why wouldn't you be?
I guess it's as good as mine.
Yeah, of course. Okay. We got Colin Kaepernick.
Just a second, Uncle Remus. Before we start, I want to congratulate Indie Vibes for finally putting out their first podcast. Indie Vibes was the guest that we had a couple weeks back, Tyler Lambert. He finally got his Indie Vibes show started. Congratulations to him. Give him a chance to listen to him. Check him out. Just like how you do us. Find him on Libsyn. You can also find him. Let me make sure I got my information right.
You can follow him on Twitter too.
Right. You can find him on that, but there's on Twitter there's a Indie Vibes. Indie Vibes to follow.
You can follow him at Indie_Vibes. VIBEZ.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Follow him. Yeah. Give him a chance. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Alright. We got Colin Kaepernick on the list today, on the docket. Ready to do this?
Let's do it.
Alright.
Our 5 minutes starts now.
Colin Kaepernick has received death threats, which is no surprise whatsoever because he has been taking, and what my opinion is, 2 separate details and put them into a whole subject of its own. So, with that being said, here's how he replied to the death threats. If something like that were to happen, you've proved my point. It'll be loud and clear for everyone why it happened, and that will move this movement forward at a greater speed than what it is even now. That what was being said and how he reacted to his death threats. And that was from USA Today, AJ Perez and Mike Coppinger.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm hungry.
Yeah, he down there eating some Planter's nuts.
I apologize so much. I have to eat.
Of course. So, he also said he didn't want it, that's not how he wanted it to happen. But
here's my thing. Here's what gets me. Again, you're not disrespecting so much as the flag. Yeah, you're disrespecting the flag in so many ways, but for me personally, you are more disrespecting the families and the military. To whom, that if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be able to do what you're doing right now. Most of the people don't have the luxury to do what we all can do. But you wish to put the U.S. flag in a head to the government. Forget them. The police officers. Now, the police officers that serve, yeah, that's bad. There's some crooked cops. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. There are crooked cops all over the U.S.
Mhm.
But you still have to acknowledge the fact that they are a part of help to the reason why most of everything have gone smoothly. There are still good cops out here. You just haven't ran into them. You just looking at all bad cops and what the media is really putting out there versus
here's
what's
also my
behind the
thing
scene.
about this. Let me tell you also my thing about this. He has the right mindset of protesting, no doubt about it. He has the right mindset. But the problem is like you said, dear, these are two separate ordeals. Two separate ordeals. You have, when they're doing the national anthem, this is to show respect and honor to the men and women that have served the country.
Mm-hmm.
And what they have done to this country for us to be where we at now. That is one thing. And for you to protest that is an issue. Then you got Colin Kaepernick himself.
Right.
Protesting that racial profiling is the issue. Yes, racial profiling is the issue. The struggle is real.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
But they're two separate ordeals.
Mm-hmm.
National anthem represents an honor of those who have actually, protected this country.
And you want to give your thanks by not at least standing in honor of the people that have gotten killed over the years in the military. Now, me and you, Daryl, we got people within our family and friends that are in the military of some sort, whether if it's the U.S. Air Force, whether if it's the Army, whether if it's the U.S. National Guard, for us, Indiana National Guard, it don't matter what it is. We have people that are in the military, and we have people that we know that are also in the police force, and all this good stuff, fire force, medics, all of them. We know people like that. Now, I'm not going to sit there and disrespect the flag because of what other cops decides to do. Are you going to disrespect are you going to hate every human being that kills? Now, there are a lot of people that feels that way, but at the end of the day, you shouldn't.
Exactly.
You shouldn't. At the end of the day, you shouldn't. You have to learn and understand how to deal with certain things. Some people have even stopped watching San Francisco play all because
of that.
And in actual reality, you're pretty much almost is proving his case by showing hatred all because he's protesting. Let it go.
Yeah, just let it go.
Let it go.
Let that be a separate ordeal. That's just how we speak it on this.
Yep.
He just need to let that go. He needs to put his job and his protest as a separate ordeal.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our 5 minutes. Thank you for listening to the show.
All right, you can check us out on the social media side and listen to more of our podcasts. You follow us on Twitter at DTSD2414. Like us on Facebook, Double Take Sports Talk page at The Watch Brothers. Subscribe on YouTube and also subscribe to our podcast on the podcast app feature iTunes. Of course, they got the blog for your critical thinking and analysis. You can check that out at DoubleTakeSportsTalk.blogspot.com. All right, this is it. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Daryl. On the other side of me is Darren.
Yep.
Catch up with us on another one. Until then,
ciao.